I like to read to you the daily gospel. Let's start with the Book of Acts 13:26 to 33. When Paul came to Antioch in Pisidia, he said in the synagogue, "My brothers, children of the family of Abraham, and those among you who are God-fearing, to us this word of salvation has been sent. The inhabitants of Jerusalem and their leaders failed to recognize him, and by condemning him they fulfilled the oracles of the prophets that are read Shabbat after Shabbat. For even though they found no grounds for death sentence, they asked Pilate to have him put to death. And when they had accomplished all that was written about him, they took him down from the tree and placed him in a tomb. But God raised him from the dead, and for many days he appeared to those who had come up with him from Galilee to Jerusalem. These are now his witnesses before the people. We ourselves are proclaiming this good news to you, that what God promised our fathers he has brought to fulfillment for us, their children, by raising up Jesus, as it's written in the second psalm. You are my son. This day I have begotten you." I would like to talk to you about this. Our Catholic faith, if there wouldn't be the resurrection of Jesus, it would be nothing. There are so many teachers, Allah, Buddha, but none of them gave their life for us, and none of them were raised by God from the dead. We believe in a supernatural faith. We can see miracles and wonders. Jesus said it all over in the Bible. If you don't see miracles and wonders, you won't believe. And the biggest one is that Jesus was risen from the dead, no? And just this little inspiration for the first reading. And then the second reading. From the Gospel according to John 14:1-6. Jesus said to his disciples, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. You have faith in God. Have faith also in me. In my Father's house there are many dwelling places. If there were not, would I have told you that I'm going to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back again and take you to myself, so that where I am also may be you, no? You also may be. Where I'm going, you know the way." Thomas said to him, "Master, we do not know where you are going. How can we know the way?" Jesus said to him, "I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." And that's exactly no other teacher worldwide ever in human history said that. I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. No one proclaimed this. That was only Jesus. And only Jesus was resurrected from the dead. All the prophets, all the religious figures, all the spiritual masters, the philosophical master, none of them was risen from the dead, literally like Jesus was. And if you study the Bible, then you understand that he is the way, the truth, and life, I wrote a book about it. You can find Windsurfing with God, or Walking in the Holy Spirit. You find the description how to get to that book in the description of the video below. There's a link to Amazon. There's an ebook, Windsurfing with God. Check it out, the link below. And Jesus is definitely the way, the truth, and life. Look at me. I'm enthusiastic. I'm full of joy. I'm full of energy, And that's what God will do with you when you read the Bible. Read it daily, and you will discover a treasure out of this world. You will see it. It's beautiful this way. It's a supernatural lifestyle. You will be resurrected often during the day, or on your way. Then you will see it. It's a supernatural lifestyle, and I'm how to say, I implore you, read the Bible. That's also what Our Lady says here in Medjugorje. Read the Bible. You will discover a treasure out of this world. And she says, live and pray by the heart. That's the secret. You have to live and pray by the heart, Fasting will help you to cleanse you. I just recently I read an article or no YouTube videos, and they said like fasting is healing the body, the cells in the body as well, and then Holy Communion. There was a friend of mine who came over and he said, you want to go to communion, or you want to show me around in Medjugorje? And I wanted to make him a pleasure, and I showed him around. But I miss Jesus. I can't, I tell you, I can't live anymore without Holy Communion, the Eucharist, daily, on a daily basis, And confession, again, confession. I tell you, I had a confession. I was falling lately. I went to confession, and what happened? The devil has no, it goes away. The blaming voice in your mind goes away when you went to confession. I was amazed. This voice who, oh, you did this, you did it. Went. That's the power of confession, And I don't know, do we have the 5 stones? We have daily Bible reading, confession, the Eucharist, prayer from the heart, and fasting, yeah. There we are. And this is the beauty of Medjugorje. This is how our mother will take you closer to Jesus, who is the way, the truth, and life. That's what happened to me here in Medjugorje. I was brought closer and closer and closer to Jesus. And our Protestant friends, they don't understand. There are different ways to Rome, we say. And this is the family, the motherly way to Jesus, to the way, the truth, and life, to the resurrection. And Our Lady wants to resurrect us here in Medjugorje. She wants to make us a light on top of the mountain. Look at me, the enthusiasm I have now. And I want to share that light. That's what's all written in the Bible. You overflow it with that joy and that peace and that enthusiasm afterwards, because I don't know, it comes out of you, and you want to give it for free. You want to give it to other people. And that's what I hope I can transfer a little into your houses, wherever you are watching, of this joy, this enthusiasm. And do the 5 stones of Medjugorje. You won't regret it. And if you're called to come to Medjugorje, don't worry about the money. I made like nearly 1,000 testimonies now. And they all said somehow they arrived here, money was given to them. Pray about it, pray it from the heart. And if it's meant to be, if it's in the divine will for you, you will receive the money. You will be here in Medjugorje, and you will see these beautiful mountains here, I promise you. And you will see the resurrection of Jesus. You will see the way, the truth, and life. You will see it. It will be revealed to you here in Medjugorje, especially here. But it can be revealed to you everywhere around the world. People told me. And you can get testimonies from around the world, how they got in contact with Jesus, how they had the rebirth in the Spirit, this deep, deep, life-changing encounter with Christ, with the way, the truth, and life. You can have it everywhere. You can have it instantly, Be yourself. God said, I am who I am. You should be, I am who I am. Not I am who my parents says I should be. I am who the society tells me to be. I am who I am. Be authentic. Live in the moment, in your element, from the heart. And you will see the resurrection, the personal resurrection in your life. And you will see that Jesus is right, that He is the life, the way, and the truth. God bless you all from Medjugorje. Please pray for me as I pray for you in Medjugorje. And have a beautiful, joyful day wherever you are.